Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Reality Reads. We are doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing some spring cleaning involving this shelf and other shelves around me. Let's jump in. So before we get started, I did get myself a little treat because I don't think it's humanly possible to spring clean any kind of way without a treat. So I went to my favorite place, Scooters. And I got a Red Bull infusion. This is one that I made on my own. This is the new iced out Red Bull or whatever, which I love on its own, but I added in a peach pomegranate syrup, so we're going to try it. Yeah, that's good. That's going to be a go-to for a while for me, I fear. Plan today, I need to go through all of my shelves because what I found, and ignore this. I'm not really spring cleaning this area and it normally doesn't look too bad, but one of these little creatures that inhabits my home apparently needed my markers at some point, and I need to hunt that down because they took not one, but two of my packs of markers, and that has now caused chaos on that whole shelf. This is just kind of like my hobby shelf almost, and my get ready shelf. So I have all my coloring stuff here. I have all my nail stuff up there. And this is all my hair care and skincare stuff. Because I do have a little mini version of me in this house. You've seen her a couple times on here. She likes to get into all that when it was in the bathroom. So all of the stuff that I don't really want her to get into, especially the skincare, because she is into skincare but shouldn't really be yet. I've bought her like a few items where they're safe for like her age and her skin, but she doesn't need my stuff, so I try and keep that away. So anyways, we're not worried about this. We're worried about this shelf over here, and then I have two other shelves that I will show you as well. But what I've been noticing lately is like I had thought about doing almost like a TBR kind of takedown kind of video before. And as I was looking, especially at this shelf over here, I was like, I don't know that I care to read any of those books anymore. Some of them I have read and I will never reread them. Like I don't need to keep that copy. And then there's others where I've either gotten them in some kind of like a PR package along with like an ARC book, like it just threw in like an extra, or giveaways or whatever. And I just don't really have any interest in picking them up, and they've been there for a while. On my other two shelves, it's somewhat similar but a little bit different. There definitely are some books on there. If there's books on there that I haven't read yet, I want to read them, but there are a lot of books on my other shelves that I've read, and they're not going to be books that I plan on rereading. So I want to basically identify all of those kinds of books, and I want to sell them on Pango. And then I have an idea for this other shelf over here. Basically, with my shelf that's always right behind me, I want that to kind of be a collection of the books that made me kind of shelves, which I've kind of already started on a little bit. I do need to move one book series from the shelf over here to this one. But for the most part, I've kind of already started that because I have a bunch of Nicholas Sparks books on that shelf. I'm a millennial, and when I was really getting into reading, especially in high school, I feel like I read A Walk to Remember like once a year. For the longest time, every year for Easter, I got a Nicholas Sparks book, whatever his newest release was. That was the book that I got. So like a lot of these are my own copies. You'll see that they're very worn. Some of them I actually haven't read yet, because it was like I was still getting those for Easter, even though my reading taste had kind of changed. But still, I do hold a lot of those books near and dear just because they were the books that made me fall in love with reading. I also have Twilight, duh. And then I have the Gossip Girl series over on another shelf, which I'm kind of like, do I want to put that on there? Because I technically never read that series until recently. So it's not really a book that made me, but I hold the TV show so close to my heart that I'm like, maybe, I don't know. Another series that would have to go on the books that made me shelf would definitely be Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And then I already own, but it's like put away right now, and I'm hoping that there's no damage to it, or that like because they've been put away for a while. But the Click series, I have the whole series. I was saving it to like, pass on. But again, I'm just concerned that there may be, I don't know what kind of condition they're in, but they may end up on that shelf as well. But that's kind of what I envision for that shelf. Obviously, it's going to take some time, but that's another reason why I would like to sell some stuff on Pingo, because then I can use whatever money I make from those sales to then repurchase those books, and I can buy them on Pingo as well. So that's the plan. The goal for today's video, though, is just to go through all of the books on the shelves and decide what I need to list on Pingo, what I'm going to unhaul, essentially, and then get those uploaded to Pingo. And I will include a link to my Pingo store, shop, whatever it's called, in the description if there's any books you see in the video that you would be interested in purchasing. So without further ado, because I am definitely procrastinating at this point, because it's a lot, but let's dive in. Most people probably won't even make it to this point of the video. I'm so beyond frustrated, you guys. Oh my gosh. I had when I sat down to edit this video, this is me after editing the video, by the way. When I sat down to edit the video, I had over an hour of footage to edit. And if you can tell by the length of this video, clearly I just had to scrap majority of this, which is really annoying. I was chatting so much about what I was doing on each bookshelf, thoughts in between each shelf. I went in depth on every single book that I was unhauling, why I was unhauling it. There were some of them where I was kind of like questioning whether I should unhaul it or not. and just all of the audio is gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know if at some point my mic just shot or what. I'm using my mic right now, so we'll see if this even has audio. I don't know if you're seeing it, it does, but I'm so mad because I feel like I was actually like, I feel like when I was thinking through and even watching the footage back without sound, like every time I was having to scrap something, I was getting so mad because I like actually felt like I finally did like a good vlog. Like, it's not something that obviously I do often. A lot of my videos are just like sit down chit chat videos, and I don't feel like I do very good vlog style of videos yet. It's something that I want to improve on, obviously. And I feel like it wasn't perfect. Like, obviously, there were still things that I would want to change and improve on. But I feel like out of any vlogs I've ever done, this was actually like a pretty good one. And yeah, not without you being able to hear me talk though. So it's just really, really frustrating and it sucks. But I don't want to go back and refilm all of it. Number one, it took me forever. Number two, it would be so fake and not as like genuine. I mean, it would not be my genuine thoughts, feelings, reactions, whatever. I would almost be like trying to re-script myself or something. I don't even know. Some of this stuff, I don't even remember what I was saying in the moment. There was this one moment where my son came in at one point because it randomly started snowing. We had this full conversation about it and it was so funny. And I was going to leave that in there because it was funny, but like you can't hear it now. So I don't know. I'm bummed, but I did get all of the books uploaded onto Pango today. I will put a link to my shop in the description. That way, if you do want to see, or if you do want to purchase any of these books, you can easily do that. I do my best to keep everything super fair priced. And yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much. And maybe one day I'll actually make a successful vlog. We will see. But thank you for watching, and I will see you for Reality Report on Sunday.